Well, good morning, my preciouses. Cookie Kelly here. I got some eyelashes on. They're called Natural Light Wispy. I got them from the Dollar Tree. Yes, I had to go to the store and get my doggies their monthly food and snacks. And then so I decided to do a NYX today, so I had to get some stuff. I already had this, and I already had this. I got this from my sister. It's a primer. Oh shit. Whoops. And I already had this blusher. And then I had this, the NYX Ultimate. I know that's bright, so I got this. Ooh, they are so pretty. And then today I got this NYX bronzer. It's a buttermelt bronzer. So I got that. Oh, pinch my finger. And then I also got a NYX Pro Fix stick. It's a concealer, and I got it in pinky color because I'm warm toned. And then I got this NYX butter gloss. It's called Bling, and we will be trying that out as well. Let's see what it looks like. Oh wow. Is that shimmery? Oh, it smells really good. Okay, I feel like I got some of that glue on my lower lash. Okay. Okay. And then I had to go to the Dollar Tree. I wanted some new dish towels because my other ones are like 5 years old and they're pretty stained up and funky looking. And so I had to go to the Dollar Tree and find them, and so I was shopping. I got 2 of these. I got 1 pair on. And then I got, get in there. And then I got this Ioni Everlasting Lash Glue. I didn't know they had lash glue because I want to try this, because the glue I don't think lasts very long, and I don't like the 3D Kiss one. It's 3D adhesive Kiss strip lash glue. I mean, I've only tried it one time, so I need to give it more than one chance, but I figured $1.25, we might as well. So I got that. Oh, let me get in there. Okay. And then I got some more of this candy mayo, because I love this stuff. And I use the shit out of it when I'm not doing, when I'm just doing absolutely nothing and playing with my makeup just to be playing with it. And I also got this brush. It looked like a really good blender brush. So I figured, ooh, let me feel it. Oh, that's really good shit. And yes, I changed my damn drawer around again. Now it's got my Perfusion collection in the top drawer. because I'm just that way, y'all. All my perfusion. And, yeah. And, I did order some more. Oh, because I love perfusion. I mean, I love perfusion. And they are. I just ordered it yesterday morning, y'all. They already shipped it out. It's supposed to be here by the second, 5 days. So yeah, and then I also got Shop Miss A and Glam Light. I also love Glam Light. So yeah, I got this fluffy brush. We're going to use that. And I also got some nails. I got these. These from the Dollar Tree. And look at these. Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. Because I broke this one off and it ripped the tip of my damn fingernail off up to there. Because I hit it, okay? And then I got 2 of these. Because they're just so cute. So, yeah. Okay, y'all. That was my haul. Oh, that's what I was going to do yesterday. But the NYX stuff wasn't too bad in price, y'all. I know the Milani they're crazy. They're charging prices like they're more expensive than Elf, and I love Elf. I mean, I love me some Elf, y'all. I'm going to do this palette here today, and I very rarely I don't know what colors I want to use, but I think I'm going to go in, where is it? I have lost my, oh, it's over there, okay. My AOA Lady brush cleaner. And I think I'm going to use one of these. I got these from Temu. And they're pretty thick. And I see all them ladies using these. And then it's got the little thing on the back. So I think I'm going to use one of these. We'll set that right there for right now. But I think I'm going to go in, y'all. I'm going to be loud today. Because the last few times I have not been loud. And I need my loudness, okay? So we're going to go in for this yellow. Oh, whoa. We're going to go in for this yellow. Wow, it is super pigmented. Somebody asked me why I don't try ColourPop. And ColourPop is kind of expensive. And what if I don't like it? Huh? Because I remember Perfusion. The first one I got was this little bitty tiny palette. And it was, I think it was only $3. And I decided, oh my God, I love this. They have excellent coverage, and their pigment is wonderful. So then I fell in love with Perfusion. Then I found out about Temu. And then, so I got one palette from Temu and tried them out. And the next time I just went ape shit and bought a lot of makeup. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so we got, yeah, I think I'm going to have to wash this brush too, because that yellow pigment is not coming out on my brush cleaner. So, but that's okay, because I don't mind. But I use this yellow right here all over my eye just to give it a little tint. Dang, I got the hiccups so bad. Then we're going to go in with this pink color right here. Because I rarely do pink, y'all. Damn, that is really super duper pigmented. Look at that. Whoa. You see my eyelid? I almost got glue on it. Yeah, damn, I got it all in my eyebrow. Well, that's bullshit. This NYX Studios. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really work on that one. That's pink, 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 pink. And work it out just a bit more. Let's try this one and fluffy brush and see if it brings it down the color. Yeah, it did. Put the arm just a little bit more. No, I'm gonna have to go in. Give me some color. And go back in with this yellow color that I got on here. Work it back up into here. Here. Look at this damn brush. What the hell? Okay. I think I might have to clean my brush. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Because that would drive me crazy. Okay, now we're going to go in with, I think, this purple color right here. First we went into yellow, and then we went into pink, and now we're going to the lightest purple right there. And I'm going to put it right there, just in the crease and up. Okay. And then I'm going to go with this lightest pink right here and put that on my eyelid. How's that looking? Yeah. Okay. Go back into our purple color. Okay. Get it back in there. Now we'll go in with, ooh, I'm thinking this shimmery one right here. Ooh. Put it on my eyelid. Ooh, that's pretty color. Not really shimmery though. Yeah, my finger is cold to my own eye, y'all. My own eye is cold. Okay, let's get into I think I went put this on the eyelid. Now I think I want to go in for this color right here and put those in my outer corner and inner corner, like so. These are very pigmented, y'all. I mean, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 brushes so far. I think I want to go in with, this darker blue. Let's put it right here. Is it coming off? I don't think so. Y'all look at that pigment, what I put on my eye. I need a little, it needs a little definition. Is this not, it's showing up, but it's not really coming out. Okay, you want to do that? Okay, we'll do that together. Okay, I'm going to go in with this shimmery purple. Put it right there. Is it coming out? No. What the hell? There it is. I just want to go on the other side of those teal blues. Let's give it a little more definition so it doesn't look so cloudy in there and all mixed up. Like that. Okay, y'all, this palette is very pigmented. I want to go back in with that lightest purple that I did. I want it to show up right here, but it disappeared because I messed with it so much. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now we want to do our primer. And this is NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Primer. fall out. Look how colorful this is. I'll wipe this off. Make sure I don't get it on my finger before I rub it into my skin, my primer. It smells really good. Wow, okay. Smells good. This damn blind here. Oh. I hate the flies. Get out of here. If I catch you, I'm gonna whip your wings off. I'm gonna rip them off. Okay. Now let's do our foundation. Well, this is a 10 tint, skin tint. It's a NYX Professional Makeup Buttermilk Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint with sunscreen. It's 30%, I guess. Y'all look how shiny that marshmallow stuff is. Okay, now, I couldn't tell if this was the color or not, but it looks like I may have had a little success this time and got the right color. Okay, we're going to use my foundation brush. No, I want the little one. Okay, now I'm gonna, what I do, there it is. I'm gonna wet my little sponge here. Stick my fingers in there. I watch my little Asian girls, and I just love one of them, and I can't think of her name or channel because I don't read Asian. So I don't know what it says, but I just watch it because she's funny. Some of the stuff that she does is funny. And there's another one, and she's a model, but she does YouTube videos too. And y'all, she's funny. She'll be doing the powder on her face, but I don't understand why they do 15 shades lighter than their own skin tone. And then they look white. And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, they're almost looking like a geisha. So maybe that's why they like the really light stuff. And I was like, okay, that does make sense. But anyway, y'all should be getting this powder puff that's this big. From here to here. And wham, 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 wham on her face. And I'm like, damn, girl. And her sister, you could tell it's a sister because they look just alike. Comes on there too. And they're just cute. Is it? I don't think it did really anything for coverage. What is it? Does it say anything about? The coverage, no. It doesn't look like I got enough on there. So I'm going to put some more on there. Maybe it'll cover better. You see this builder. I mean, I love the candy mayo from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. And it's got better coverage than this does. I mean, look at that. You can still see it through my skin. And I like skin tints because they're not so heavy looking on your skin. Yeah, I'm not impressed with this. I think people say they like it because they must get PR from it. See, I'm not that way. I'm going to tell the truth. If it's shitty, it's shitty, okay? And this does have no coverage. So, I don't know. I mean, it is a little glowy. So, I do like the fact that it's glowy. But that's basically it. I mean, see, there's my spots. Not covered up there. It's not covered. There's no coverage to it. So, yeah, there's no coverage. Okay. Now, I'm excited because y'all know I love me some bronzer, too. So, I'm excited to see how this does. Hopefully, it does bright. So, here we go, y'all. Ooh. Whoa. It's kind of orangey looking though, isn't it? It doesn't look orange in there. It's kind of orangey looking. Let's get my big blender brush. I'm not impressed with this so far either. It's orangey. And my skin doesn't want orange. I mean, okay, it blended out pretty good. It does look better that it's blended out a little to a little lighter consistency. Okay, I don't hate it, but the color, and they didn't have but 3 different colors in this, and the other ones looked kind of yellow and orangey looking. Well, shit, this one looks orangey too. See, I mean, that's orange looking, and it's patchy right in there. See what we're gonna do here. Man, what's it gonna look like? It does look orangey though. When I get a tan, well, I don't get tan anymore. I don't go out in it, y'all. When the last time I got my feet sunburned, I said, hell no. My backyard is mostly shade, except for my flower garden, which doesn't have anything in it this year because we were kind of going through a lot last year, or this springtime, so. But everything's cool now, so yeah. So I've got a lot of seedlings for vegetables and flowers and all that stuff. So since everything is cohesive and life is wonderful, and I can't say I'm not in pain because I could barely walk this morning because of my plantar fasciitis was fucking up. And then when I went for the Dollar Tree, the guy, "Are you okay?" I said, "No." And it was cool in there, but it took 2 years of me calling them and telling them, y'all are being cruel to your employees, because they were walking around sweating, y'all. So I called them, and they said, "Kelly, what?" I said, "What? Did you call about the air conditioner?" I said, "Yeah, I have about 17 times." And they all come up and started hugging me. I said, "What the hell is going on? Are y'all trying to fill me up?" And they said they're coming out and fixing the air conditioner. And the employees they wouldn't do it for, but they would do it for customers. So I said, "Well, I'm going to do it for y'all then. I'm going to complain because it's too damn hot in here." Well, now it's cold in there. And then they said, "Oh my gosh, what I got on this brush, I'm going to rub on my nose. It's cool in here." And because they had people quitting because it was so hot in there. And I said, "That's cruel. That's cruel to humanity." And they said, "Yeah, they don't give a shit about employees." I said, "Well, I'm going to fix that for you, okay?" So I did. Okay, I'm not impressed by this bronzer, y'all. Not at all. It's a NYX Butter Melt Bronzer. Their shade range sucks, okay? It just sucks. I definitely want to wash my brush today to get that color out of both of them, because that's orange. That's straight up orange. Anyway, let's try the blush here. And these things are hard to hell to open. And then when you do get them open, they freaking close back real fast. Okay, let's go in. This is called NYX Professional Makeup Buttermelt Blush. What is its color? Butter with Thyme. What? That sounds... Whoa! That sound kind of stupid. Butter with Thyme. Ooh. They don't have a hell of a color range in these either. Yeah, I'm not. That's too pink for me. I don't like light blushes. The only reason why I like a light blush is it's a topper. You know what I mean? As a topper. I mean, it's not bad. It got a tiny bit of a smell to it. Gotta wash that one too, because I don't want that color on my brush. Let me set this with my ICVC 24-hour long-lasting for all skin types. Shake it up. It's got some shine in it, and I love this one. And y'all look, it's there. But I got another one. I couldn't find this one for the longest time. It had fell off my my vanity and fell on the side. And then I started using that one. I said, "Did I use it up?" No, I don't remember using it up, and it's not in my used up pile or container. So then I was looking beside there because I dropped a brush back there. And I said, "Oh my God, there it is." And then my other one was in there too. Beside the all cramped up. And I was like, well, shit. What did I do with my brush cleaner? I have no idea. Did I put it over here? No, I don't see it. Oh my goodness, y'all. I lost my brush cleaner. Oh, it's up here. Duh. Because I'm going to have to clean them brushes because I do not like this color. Look, I got a hair in my eye. Ooh. Let me get a crew tip. Ooh, it's burning. I must have something on my finger. Wow, that's burning. See if I still have any glue on this bottom lash. I got my eyes burning. I do need a shimmer because y'all, yeah. And my shimmer I'm gonna use is Wet and Wild. Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. Oh, damn. Why is everything so hard to open? I think I want to go in with this one right here. Yeah. Is it got a Mega Glow? Oh yeah. I think I'm going to go into this peachy color right here for my cheek. Oh yeah, that helped that blush. Oh, look at that. Maybe some right there and there. I think I want to put some in the corner of my eye. Why do you put these up, Kelly? Oh, I don't know. I'll go for this white one. And just put it right. Y'all see that glue sticking to my damn eyelid? Okay, now for a liner, my darlings. You need a liner. Okay. Let's see here. I'm thinking this. that one should show up really good. So let's see. Okay. This is from Temu. It's Handy Van. Handy Van. Okay, now I want to use this before it goes bad. And this is the Superhero It Cosmetics. I love this one. That was one dip, y'all, and watch this. It trips me out how just one dip does it. Both lashes, both eyes. Say, oops. Both, one dip does that. Okay. I'm pretty loud today, ain't I? Pretty damn loud. Let's see. We can curl them up. Okay. Okay, my beauties. This is, come here, baby. Perfusion. And this is a color changing lip gloss, I do believe. Or is it a blush? Anyway, it needs to go in my perfusion drawer down there. Okay. Let's get them in there. They're pretty long. I got them up in there, y'all. Ooh. That one, I don't know why I can't do this one. Probably because I really can't see out of this. I wear trifocals. I used to make fun of my uncle because he wore bifocals. And look at me. I wear tri. That's pretty. Look how it made them stand out. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I've seen some black mascara on this. So we need to get that off. Because that will drive me insane. Okay. I wanted to make sure it was cooled off or I put it back in that drawer. Be setting shit on fire. Okay, let's wipe our lips down and go in with our NYX Professional Makeup Butter Gloss Bling. I'm thinking maybe I want a lip liner. Oh, where's it at? That is it coming out? Slowly but surely. That'll take too damn long. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Well, somebody put my lipstick on me wrong. Y'all can see that. My lip liner, I mean. They put it on wrong. I didn't do that. I didn't mess that up like that, y'all. I didn't do it. First it smelled good. Now it smells kind of chemically. I guess when you first open it, they want it to smell good. And then afterward, if it's smelling, I don't like the smell either. But it is pretty. That's what the little Asian girls do. Is do that. And y'all, I don't know why they do this, but they overline the top lid all the way up here. I mean, I wouldn't have the balls to do it. Maybe I would. Not right now, though. So, yeah. What's going on here? Why won't you go in there, huh? Oh, come on. You've got room. Come on now, shit. Will this go on there? Will it? Let me see. Whore. You whore. Let me see if I can get it down like this. Now, I know that. Okay. My word yesterday was Chernobyl. I think it was Chernobyl, but I watched a special on Constantinople, and they had a nuclear meltdown. And this was, I think, in 1986 or something like that. I don't remember. I just watched a special on it about 3 months ago. But anyway, y'all, it tripped me out because it was a really bad one. I think there were total one went off, and then they had all of them, and I think there were 4 or 5, but they all ended up blowing, and within like 25 miles all around radius, they put chemicals to stop the spread of the chemicals that was coming, which were probably deadly too, but it killed a bunch of people, workers that worked there. And then it also, there's animals there now. The fish have 3 eyes, because of the water was contaminated. And then people were going in there, and still to this day, you can still get contaminated if you go in there and stay for more than 20 minutes. You can still get contaminated. And then I think they had apartments there, and people were, they were showing where people went in and didn't even get their stuff. They collected nothing from their apartments. All the apartment stuff was still in there. There was food on tables that was just left because they got everybody out they could quickly. But wow, it was weird to watch. It's called Constantinople, I think. But I mean, it's actually on YouTube. They showed a commercial for it on YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, why have I never heard of this? And then so I watched that one, and it started showing things of that America was not told about, that nuclear plants blowing up and shit. And it showed a lot of them on there, y'all, and I was tripping out. And then I was saying, man, you can't trust any country anymore. Any country. That's including our government. But since Donald Trump is back in office, you can trust our government now. Okay? Because he puts a stop to a bunch of those people. Like, did y'all know that illegal aliens that were coming over here was getting Social Security without a Social Security number? Did y'all know that? They were receiving, they call it snaps, I think, food stamps, okay, and cash money and free apartments and all this kind of stuff. Donald Trump put a stop to that. Now he is getting all those illegal aliens that committed murder after murder after murder and bringing all those drugs in here. And there's just a bunch of damn mafia bullshit from Mexico and Colombia. Well, he's getting all them bitches out of our country too. Okay? He ain't stopping until all illegals are out. If you came over here illegally, you get a free ticket out of my country. But that tripped me out, y'all. That because I love to watch documentaries and Animal Planet and stuff like that, and then I like to watch the puppies grow, you know, from the day of their birth till they get homes or are weaned. I love watching that. I love to watch the animals that are rescued, and that just tickles me when they're rescued. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. And there's one lady that's on Facebook that she rescues animals, and there was a cat, and she finally convinced it to come with her, and she got it to go to where they can help the poor thing. And the vet said it looks like somebody purposely chopped its tail. There's just this much of its tail left. And so that means, you know, that much of its tail was cut off. And animals use their tails as balance, okay? And that poor cat, it didn't have balance, and it kept shaking its head. And you could tell neurologists with their in their brains, their senses and stuff was off, and I'm gonna go to the last of it, but she helped that cat. they helped it with its tail, because it was bloody and the hair was coming off of it, where somebody purposely did that to that cat and hurt it where its head would shake like old time Alzheimer's. And the cat was young, but it got help, and they showed it. She showed it. The girl from Facebook showed it in its new home, and the cat could trust humans again, and the cat was very happy, and it was wallowing all over its new owner. And when I first started watching it, I had to stop because it made me cry, because cruelty to animals, when animals don't do anything to anybody else. I mean, it's a part of nature. This happens, down the line. But that's one thing that I advocate for. If I see you being cruel to an animal, I will call the police, and I will take that puppy or that dog or that cat, because no, that is cruelty, and those cats or dogs need special help after that abuse. Okay, that's why I have Mona Lisa and Rufus Wainwright, because Ruru lost an eye to a cat. Okay, and the owner did not take Ruru in to get him, looked at. They said if they would have, he probably wouldn't have lost his eye. But one eye is bigger than the other, and he can't really. I think he can see shadows out of it, because he'll have his good eye shut and be looking at me, and his eye follows that one eye that is swollen bigger, because he'll be like this and watching me. And I'll look and I'll see his other eye is closed and he's laying on top of it. And I'll say, Roo, are you watching Mama? And his eye just follows me, and then he'll raise his head up and think, oh my God, I think maybe he sees shadows. But Momo, let me finish with Ruru. It was a young couple. Before they got married, they got a dog together, which was Ruru, and they got him. He was a puppy. And so they got into a fight before they got married, and they split up and brought Ruru in. And, they decided to get back together, and Ruru was malnutritioned, and I faulted the people up there that take the animals in. It's a no-kill shelter. But anyway, they came back and decided they wanted Ruru again. He was underfed, and they actually gave him back to them. Well, the last time Ruru had been done in by that cat on one of his eyes, and Ruru is scared of loud noises, but I've got him where he's not terrified of them, and he doesn't freak out. And you could not touch Ruru when you first came. You could not. He would bite you. And I mean, that's, he would bite his daddy, and I tried to teach. I said, Daddy, don't get mad at him. He doesn't know. He's protecting himself. And he said, well, what are we going to do? And I said, well, we're going to give him time, and we're going to tell him, it's okay, I'm not here to hurt you. And then you buy him his balls and let him do his thing. And now Ruby's all up in his daddy's shit. He jumps on his daddy every day. He goes on by his daddy and will throw himself on his back and he'll start talking to his daddy, rub me, love me, he loves his daddy. And Mona loves her daddy. At night, she will not go to sleep, fully asleep, until Daddy comes in there and tells her good night. Or I'll say, well, how about if we go in with Daddy and tell Daddy good night in there so you can fall asleep right away. So at night she has to go into his studio and tell him good night before she would lay down. And when he does come in there at night, she's all up in his shit. She'll throw herself on her back for him to love on her. But Ruru was brought up there the last time, and um, because no guy thought he would be kind and get his wife, because she had just retired from work, get his wife a dog. And so he picked Ruru out. And Mona was unadoptable to anybody. But anyway, um, so he took her home. He took Ruru home with him. And his wife said, "What the fuck is that? That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life." And then when I went up there and I seen Ruru online, and I wanted Honey Bunny to have him, so I said, "Well, let's go meet this dog." And this was after, he was in danger, and then I want him to have something besides alcohol, because that's what happened to him. His dad, first his dad died, then his brother died, then his mom died. That was the whole family right there. Okay. And he said he don't think he will be, affected by his mother's death. And I said, "Baby, you will too. I'm telling you right now, you have to come to terms with this before she does, and forgive her for things that she done when she was in your past." And I said, "Because you can't live with this for the rest of your life. This is going to fuck you up." Well, he didn't listen to me, and it did. And he said, "I don't know what's wrong with me, but all I do is just want to drink." And then I told him, I said, "Baby, your mom just died. That was the last of your family. And you didn't come to terms with it. I told you to come to terms with it." And so that's when he really started drinking really bad. But I wanted him to have something to concentrate on. So we went up there and we met Ruru, and then they told me about his eye, and I said, "That's no big deal. I don't care. He looked cute, and he's a full-blood Karen Terrier. 3 coats of fur. Also, he is, I'm not allergic to him. He doesn't shed, and Mona doesn't shed. She just grows, and I have to cut their hair all the freaking time. So anyway, I'm not allergic to them. So I was happy about that." And then they told me the story of where the lady said that he was the ugliest thing she ever seen. I said, "I don't understand what she saw that was ugly. I just don't understand." And so I was out there talking to them, and Honey Bunny, I told him, "Go in there and meet the little dog." And he said, "Okay, but I want a dog that plays ball with me." And then that's how Rube's obsession became. And Rube has OCD, really bad OCD. And Honey Bunny went in there, and he sat on the floor, and he's talking to him, and Rube come up to him, and Honey Bunny pulled out a ball from his pocket, and he threw it, and Ruru went and got it. And then he threw it back to Honey Bunny, took it back to him and threw it. And then Honey Bunny said, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I came in, I said, "How y'all doing?" And he goes, "This is the one I want." So I went up there and I told him, "Hey, I'm getting this, don't charge me a lot." He's already been brought back 3 or 4 different times. And I can't afford all that much money. So they gave him to me for $100. They gave me Mona for $75 because she was unadoptable. And when I went and got her, and we brought Ruru home, it was a week later after I got Mona that we got Ruru. And we went and got Mona, and they said she was unadoptable. I said, no, yes, she is, because she's the one I'm here to get. And they brought her in a muzzle because she did not like anybody, ever, anyone in there. And then so I said, "What? Leave her in here with me and get out, because I'm just that way. Get out." And they said, well, she's gonna. I said, leave her alone and leave me alone. She's not gonna be uncomfortable with this many people around her. I can tell by looking at her. And so I got the story on her and all that stuff before they brought Momo in there. And Momo was a puppy mill dog. By the time she was 2, she had 3, I think, sets of puppies, and they were taking them from her after a week from the first time that they, eat and stuff. They get the mama's colostrum, and then they took them away, and then they hand fed them because they didn't want them to look like her, which she was starved. She eats dirt because of that. And she was just eating dirt, and she was in a cage that barely would hold her with the other bunch of other dogs that they said were unadoptable because they were not treated nicely. And some of those dogs they had to put down because the city went in and raided them, and there were thousands of them, and they said it was horrible. And it was in Dallas that they brought them all the way here because most of them they could be rehomed, and most of them were puppies, and so they put them in the no-kill shelters like Mona. And it was, y'all, I sat down in there and started talking to her immediately. And they come in after about 20 minutes and said, you okay? And then Mona ran over and between my legs. And then I said, well, you're fine. Stop coming in here. I need a few minutes to get to know her so she can feel comfortable with me, because she is the one I'm taking home with me. And they said, oh, I don't know about that. She's unadopted. I said, get out! And I just get mad and leave me alone. Leave me alone for 30 minutes. When I'm ready, I'll come out there and get you. And so Mona had to, in the meantime, when they opened the door, she ran in between my legs and under the chair. And then so she shut the door, and Momo came up to me and was under the chair, and that surprised me. It took only that little bit of a time, and then I was talking to her, and I was telling her, if you come home with me, you will never be mistreated. You will have lots of toys, lots of snacks, and I will always treat you good. You will be my little baby, okay? I will not let anybody mistreat you ever. And so then she went up and had that muzzle on, and I said, hey, want me to take this off? And she stepped out and looked up, and I said, okay, just hold still. I'm not going to be mean to you, okay? And I took it off and threw it on the floor. And she ran over there and smelled it and came back and went between my legs and then faced out again and started licking my leg. And then so they opened the door again, and Mona jumped up on my lap. And they were like, I said, y'all need to quit doing that. And then I said, can I talk to the manager? Can you have the manager come in? And then so the manager came in, and she goes, oh, Lord, have mercy. And I said, she's the one I want. They said she's unadoptable. In my opinion, no dog is unadoptable. They can be rehabilitated if they've got the right person or right people that can help them to overcome this. So Mona went home with me that day, y'all. I had to hold her for about 4 hours when we got home because she was terrified. And then I decided I was going to get up and I was going to carry her and show her each room in the house and where she will go. she gets scared, she can go on our bed, or you just follow mommy around. Mommy will be with you. And here's daddy, and I'll hand it over to daddy. I said, this is daddy. He will not hurt you either. But she was terrified of men. She didn't try to bite him, she didn't growl, but she started shaking real bad. So I said, okay, come on. And I took her back and then showed her everything all over the house. And I got up, set her down on the couch, and I got up, and she got up too. And then she started following me around, and that was all she wrote. She was my dog. So and y'all, it took damn near 5 years for her to relax and not be so terrified. That's how fucked up they fucked her up. That's how bad it was. And I imagine all those other dogs that they were able to save are the same way, because they were just cruelty. Ooh, what do y'all think of this look? Ooh. So the skin tint, I had to put it on twice, and it still shows through the skin. The bronzer is orange, and they don't have a great shade range on the bronzer or the blush. This was the darkest blush they had, and I like darker blushes because I like to put lighter blushes on top of them and then put a highlighter on them. So I like darker brushes. And the bronzer is orange colored. No, I'm not mad at the color of the skin tint, but it's on there twice, and I don't think that's a good thing to do, that you have to do to build that up like that. It is all blendable, but but the eyeshadow palette I love. Okay, I love the eyeshadow palette, and I do like the primer. But yeah, this is it. And I do this because I enjoy it. Okay, I don't do this to make myself look better for somebody. Okay, I don't do that. If they don't think that I'm good enough for them, then I don't got time for them to be in my life. Okay, I don't give a shit if you don't like me. That doesn't hurt my feelings. Okay, I don't want you in my life if you think you're better than me, because nobody is better than another one. Okay, nobody. We're all human beings, all of us. We are all beautiful people. If somebody puts you down, you don't need to be around that person. That's what I call a fucking bitch. Okay? That's a bitch. I ain't got time for you, bitch. You get away from my beauties. You leave my preciouses alone, because we're all beautiful. Right? That's right. If you're someone that is being abused, I don't know why you're still with them. After the first time they hit me, I'll leave them. Because if they hit me again, that's where we're going to get, because I warn them, y'all. I warn men, if you touch me or hit me in any way, shape, or form, this is what's going to happen. If you cheat on me, this is what's going to happen. I don't put up with that shit. I watched my father beat the shit out of my mother. I watched my uncle beat my aunt. And no, I ain't got time for that shit. I will leave. I don't fuck around with that shit. But first, I will make sure I hurt you back. Because I done warned you, okay? Because I ain't got time for that shit. Get out. That is not who you need to be. You shouldn't be abused in any way, shape, or form. Mentally, physically, abuse is abuse, okay? Get out. Get out while you can before it's too late and you're no longer in this world. God forbid, if you have children and you're staying with that and you're allowing your children to see that, shame on you. You get out before they see that stuff. You get out on after the first fucking beating. and you put up with it, and he put you in the hospital so many times, and you keep staying with him. Why are you staying with him? Are you scared? Leave. Call a hotline, call the police, tell them you are deathly afraid that he's going to kill you. They will get a restraining order against him. Call somebody for help. Get away from him. I mean it. Okay, y'all. Cookie Kelly's done for the day. I don't know what makeup I'm going to do tomorrow yet. I think I'm going to come out with maybe the Dollar Tree makeup, because I do got lots of Dollar Tree makeup. And yeah, Dollar Tree makeup. Yes, okay. Anyway, y'all, like, subscribe to my channel, okay? I'm trying to grow my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Like it, my channel. Like it, my channel. Share it with your family and friends, okay? Leave me a comment. I love my comments, okay? Leave me a comment. Okay, my precious sister. Okay, y'all. This is Cookie Kelly's look today. I do like it. It is loud, and I am loud. Henceforth, this loveliness. Okay, y'all. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Okay? Take care of yourself, okay? Don't let anyone abuse you. You're worth more than that, okay? You need to learn to be happy and find your self-esteem. Get away, okay? I love you guys. Cookie Kelly out!